Go.
Welcome, Superhouse podcast listeners, to Superhouse Live. We're going to be talking about some Super Bowl TV spots that we're interested in, scary stories to tell in the dark, 4 spots, showing off those creatures. We're going to talk about it. The new Us TV spot, we're going to talk about it. The Twilight Zone, we're going to talk about it.
We gonna talk about it.
Hell yeah.
Cannon trailer / the first episode I watched. I don't think anybody else here did. I'll give my review of it. Then we got the new Captain Marvel spot, and we got the Avengers Endgame spot. Then Joey's gonna he's gonna take us through a review of Resident Evil 2 because he's played, I think, everything at this point. And he also saw The Kid Who Would Be King, and he's gonna give us a review of that. So let's get started.
Tight.
Let's do it.
Tight.
Sick. So, what do you guys think of those 4 scary stories?
Oh, here's the thing, guys. I didn't watch any of these. I thought we were gonna watch them.
Here's the thing.
I thought we were gonna watch them here on the program. So I have not seen a single one. Here's what we're gonna do, though. You guys go ahead and start it off. I'm gonna watch them real quick on my thing in silence. And
Jesus, man! I thought you knew how this thing worked these days.
Visually driven. He
hasn't been here for many Superhouse Live episodes, though.
You've been here for one, I guess, right? Yeah, we can't.
I think so, yeah.
We can't do that anymore because there's no post production on this. It's totally live, unedited shit, and we got a viewer. Thanks for coming on board.
So I saw one of them. I didn't know there were 4 teasers out. I only saw one.
They did 4.
I don't know which one I saw. So.
Okay.
Well, this is going names anyway, right? I saw all of them back to back, and they're really fast. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but the best part is the highlight with the guy in the. Or was that a woman, like a monster woman type character in a hallway?
Yes.
I think that's the one I saw.
Part.
Yeah. The woman. Yeah.
She's called the Pale Lady from the story.
The Pale Lady?
Right. Yeah, from one of the stories. Are you guys familiar with this book? Did you read it as children?
Yeah, it's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, there's like a collection.
Yeah, three, yeah.
So are these 4 like, or is this film or whatever? Is it based off the ones from like the first book or just all 3?
I think it's taken from all 3, and apparently from what I've read, it takes place in like 1968.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's going to jump around in timelines or not.
Okay.
So I'm not super for sure, but I'm just more going on the fact that these creatures look pretty terrifying. Like I thought this was going to be, because it's a weird thing to take like an illustration, like illustrations that you've looked up to, like, I don't know, these illustrations scared the shit out of me as a kid. I was like, these are so creepy. I was like, there's no way they're going to look that cool. They won't do it dark. It'll just be like, just like a kid's version of it. But they look pretty terrifying. And that's more what I was going for here. What you all thought of the look and feel of it. I didn't expect it to be like a scary film. I thought it was going to be more like a Goosebumps type thing. Right. Where it'd be like, they'd be kind of creepy, but there'd be this fun element. But this is like a straight up horror film, though.
I mean, those books scared the hell out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah, they scared a lot of me.
You know, when those drawings to add to the visual sense of like dread and shit that's there, I think I'm glad it's as dark as it is I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that monster that pushes through the door, that was creepy. This is some Silent Hill shit for sure. For sure. Yeah, these are good. I wish more trailers were this quick.
Right?
Pretty much to the point. I'm scared. They look good. I'm glad. Yeah, and also
I don't need that character set up. I just need
considering that I didn't watch them at all.
I need like 3 seconds.
Threes? What else can I catch up on?
Oh my god, you didn't watch a goddamn thing.
I haven't seen any of this stuff.
Are you guys looking forward to this movie? Is this gonna be? Are we gonna review this at Superhouse Live? Is what I'm saying.
I'm into it. Yeah,
I'm definitely down.
It's an event film. It's gonna be scary. It's got Del Toro's stamp on it.
DDT.
Yeah, it does.
So you know. I have
So we're moving right along. Let's just get on
before we move on to that. I just want one more comment. Like I never read the books because that cover was ridiculous, especially as a kid. Like Goosebumps was Goosebumps was fun, scary, and then Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, like that, the watercolor paintings or whatever. I was like, is this from fucking the mouth of Satan himself? Like, I am fucking not opening this fucking book up at all. So I don't know what. I have absolutely no idea what this movie is about, other than it's scary. That's it.
Okay, well, don't
Andrew,
read the books
Andrew
before
went to
the movie.
Jesus school.
This is even before Jesus School.
That's what
This
it's
was
called, Jesus School.
they were, look, especially as a kid, those covers were frightening.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, sorry. I just watched them. They are really quick. The one with the girl, I'm assuming, is a spider in her face. Can't wait for that one. That was one of my favorite ones.
Ooh, yeah. My favorite story from that book was one where there's like a person sitting on the end on the other end of a subway, and like the car's rocking back and forth, and the whole story is just this person being like leery of that body on the side of the or on the other side of the car, and then it just like slumps over and falls, and blood pours out of its head or something, and it's just like something like that, and it was just like, ooh, you know, just like the dread of like what's wrong with that person over there, to come find out they're dead. It was a really short one, and they like get off the train, I think, something like that. Some on a train.
There was another one, I think, that I don't know if they were building something and they buried somebody in the floor, and it's kind of like a Telltale Heart type of story. And the person was was buried alive under the floorboards or something. That was another one I liked.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know which stories.
Yeah, they were great,
but I think they're setting this up to do like this might have like 4 things in it, and then oh wait, here's the sequel. Here's 4 more stories that we can center all this around. There's also an official poster that dropped with the I think his name's like Harold the Scarecrow or something, which was a story that everyone liked. So I'm assuming he'll be featured in this one as well. But yeah, I was just surprised they dropped this during the Super Bowl, because it's like,
yeah,
you know, it just seemed like a weird time to drop it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
When does it come out?
Oh, God,
August?
August.
So
August.
August.
Learn how to say it. It's August.
Augustos. All right. So next up.
All right.
Next up, I did this one more for Andrew because I feel like I'm sold on this movie. I'm maybe Joey's on it, maybe Stefan is, but that Us TV spot, Andrew, did that sell you anymore? Because I remember you going, meh, I don't know.
I was always
it.
into it, but I think my initial reaction was it's no Get Out, but like
It's
I'm
not
definitely
meant to
seeing
be.
this movie like Thursday night. I can't even wait for Friday probably. Like I can't remember what exactly was new in this one, but it's fucking good. I don't know. I don't have much fucking great commentary on this one. I just can't wait to fucking see the shit.
I will say real quick, I saw the trailer in the theater when I went and saw Glass. Oh, I saw that. I can review that later too.
Oh yeah.
So they played it, and it looks way more terrifying on the big screen instead of watching it. Like I was interested, but like watching it in the theater, I was like, man, this movie's gonna be awesome. But yeah, Stefan, what do you think?
Yeah, the Us one looked good, but it was just like, it seemed like a lot of newer imagery.
Yeah,
it just seemed to kind of like blaze past real quick. So it was pretty short, right? There wasn't a whole lot going on.
Yeah, I don't think they added any new scenes. I think it was just because of what the next spot we'll talk about.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I feel like the Super Bowl ad was just like, yo, remember Jordan Peele's got a new movie coming out, and everybody's like, oh yeah. So
that's exactly why they did it.
It looks cool.
The audience that sees shit online the audience that sees shit on the Super Bowl. It's like a totally almost. Well, I'm sure they overlap, but like that's like a different audience. Like I feel like a lot of people that are watching Super Bowl don't check trailers online, man.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably right. It looks cool so far. I still think them using that I got 5 on it beat and like interpreting that into the orchestral score for that first trailer was like really fucking dope. Like a kid who grew up on hip hop, that was just a really cool thing. You never think you're going to see a movie where they incorporate like such a niche like hip hop song into like an orchestral score. So I'm really excited to see what he has to deliver for it. I read something him saying like it's going to be, to him, it's truer to being like a more of a horror film than it is being necessarily a social horror film. Like Get Out.
But the thing is, like it even says in the trailer, like we are our own worst enemy. Like, is there some sort of, I wonder, like, is there some sort of commentary with that? You know what's interesting about that is one thing I remember somebody was telling me when we all went to school in Savannah in the South, and
And somebody had told me that they heard one time a black female cop saying sometimes black people are their own worst enemy. So I was wondering, not to get too racial, guys, I don't know if I'm offending anybody, I hope not. But it seems to me there's versions of these other characters that are copies of themselves, but seemingly maybe negative versions of themselves. So I'm wondering if the social message here is like kind of like maybe speaking to some of the like psychological baggage that comes with like African American culture, urban culture, and some of that weird like I don't know. I remember somebody saying that in Savannah.
I think it more than likely it'll hit on it a little bit. Maybe not as much as Get Out, but it'll.
I wondered about that myself. I thought it was an interesting.
That makes it new though. That's new and fresh. That's not like a fucking reboot or some shit. Like this is new ideas. So
new ideas.
Joey, what'd you think?
That answers my question.
I thought it looked good. They didn't show a ton.
Hi, Kim.
Hello.
Hey, Kim.
Hey.
Yeah. We know women, guys. We know a couple. So.
Just the one.
We know several.
I don't personally, but I think these guys do. I'm just kidding.
And in turn, that means Stefan knows.
I'm just kidding.
I liked a lot. They didn't show a ton of different footage. There was one shot where it's one of the kids are kind of like close to the camera, and you see one of the others like kind of like standing in profile, and it's like doot, 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 and like sort of stands up and like what's the word I'm trying to say? Anyway, stands up really weird. That was
times
one.
like men.
And there was another. I feel like you got to see the other dad a little more this time because I feel like I didn't see him the other trailers. But yeah, it doesn't show a whole lot more. Just kind of longer version without the song, which is kind of a bummer because that was a good song.
Yeah, I hope that is incorporated more in the film though. I'm just a huge fan of that song. And
it's not as good as the first trailer, I guess.
I got 5 on it as first, and then we're gonna have the fucking Wu-Tang Clan get like, I guess they already did that with Man with the Iron Fist or whatever.
Yeah,
but great shit.
But I'll be seeing it opening weekend, of course.
I will try and see it sometime around there. I have to get a new job.
Oh, getting real world on us now.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm in the same boat.
It's fine.
You freelance, man. You don't count. Jesus. My show ended. I'm looking for a new job.
Yep.
Dirt.
All right. What's next?
All right. Did anybody watch the Hannah trailer? It's the Amazon.
Wait, you skipped one in the list.
Oh, I did. Sorry, my bad. All right. So we all know that Jordan Peele is making a new Twilight Zone, and there was a teaser, and it looked kind of Black Mirror-ish from that little like, Andrew, you have to stop that. So are you guys excited for Jordan Peele to be hosting?
Of course.
Did you want a different host? That's cool. Okay, cool.
Rod Serling was pretty unique and incredible, but I guess you could say the same things about Jordan Peele.
What does that mean? Wait. What are you being sarcastic about?
No, I was just saying Rod Serling. Is it Rod
Serling?
Serling, yeah. That dude was just like he was behind a lot of those intros and stuff. The way he told a story and stuff was like unique. Was really great. So he's just got a lot to live up to, Jordan Peele. So it'll be interesting. Is he going to be funny? Nah, he's not going to be funny. Is he going to be like
Serling wasn't funny. He was like creepy and mysterious.
No, I know. So it'll be interesting.
He wasn't a comedian, and Jordan Peele is a comedian,
right? So it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches that, because I'm sure he's not going to be like joking too much, but he may bring his own spin to the whole damn thing. And
right.
That's what I'm interested to see. And then I guess what I was trying to say was he's also special.
Watching the TV spot. So it kind of like, it almost was like he was doing his interpretation of Rod, which I don't know if I should take it as funny. Because when he's like walking out, he's like talking the entire time. I'm like, is this what you're going to do? Or like Stefan saying, is he going to bring something else to it? And this was just kind of to be like, oh shit, he's got the.
I don't know about. I feel like he's
Jordan
following
like,
in a
I'm gonna
style.
Be real with you.
I think
this
he's
is some
following,
scary shit.
I think that Rod Serling way of talking on that show especially is iconic, and I think that it's just him kind of following suit a bit. He'll probably do his own spin to a certain degree, but it's just that's like the overall style of the show. So I kind of felt like he was just following that.
The glitch at the beginning is really cool. The fucking.
You think you're watching the Super Bowl back on? Yeah.
Like, because let me tell you, I would give anything to watch football disappear.
That's the Twilight Zone I want to live in.
Jordan Peele.
So Twilight Zone, I think, is one of the most iconic TV shows of all time. I mean, it's, if on a list of like ever since TV began up until now, Twilight Zone's on the top 10 list at least. If not top 5.
Sure.
So
it blew people's minds.
Yeah, and it still holds up. I mean, it's on Netflix right now, and I feel like it's it's like, I think it's kind of culturally important, and it's cool that, it's that's minority hosting again as well, and he obviously can handle horror and things like that. So I'm really fucking excited for this. And also, if you go back and watch like Key and Peele sketches, there was always a degree in a lot of the sketches. There was a lot of degree of like
horror.
It was very horror, like dark. There was something very dark about it.
Kid who's dying,
huh?
The kid who's dying. It's like, what's your final wish? And he's like, he wants her to do all this weird, creepy shit to him. She's like, no, I'm not doing that. And he's like, I don't know. That's a really funny sketch.
Yeah,
Pills on Hulu. Watch it.
It's amazing. But yeah, dude, I think it's a great choice. He's a great choice, and I'll be watching that immediately as well, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. When does it premiere?
April 1st.
April? Yeah, April.
Oh yeah,
April 1st.
I thought that was weird. It's like April Fool's Day. All right, is this a joke?
Who knows? Maybe
something.
So I'm just kind of wondering, like, how's it going to play? Is it going to be like a Black Mirror where there's episodes out every now and then? Are they going to show? Because it's on CBS, right? All access.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Only all access.
Probably.
Okay. Probably. All right. So yeah, are they going to do like a 10-episode season? Like, do they already have episodes like finished? Kind of just how's it going to play? Are they 30-minute episodes, 45-minute episodes?
I know they are doing some remakes. Like they're going to do Terror at 10,000 Feet or whatever.
Yeah.
Really?
So they are remaking some of the classic ones.
I did not know
but
that.
I assume they're going to do some original stuff too. That's why I'm like, are they going to follow like some Black Mirror kind of stuff and like make it more tech? Because it seemed like they like breaking into the Super Bowl was like, that was something Black Mirror would do.
It very much is. I'm just wondering if they only did that because it's their way to sort of get you in there during the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
to sort of like play on that. But yeah, I mean, it could be. I'm sure there'll be some technology stuff in there.
Well, I'm definitely interested because Jordan Peele with like Get Out and Us coming out. I wonder if there's going to be more horror revolving around social issues that not. I'm sure that the Twilight Zone might have tried to tackle some of that, but probably not back in the day so much. So it'll be interesting to see what they have to bring, and I think like including some of those classic episodes and redoing them.
Yeah,
we'll get you going through the other episodes to get to that episode probably. But
is he a producer on the show? I assume he is.
He is, and he's hosting, which I think a lot of people didn't know if he would host or just like put a producing title on it or not. So
right.
I'm glad he's hosting. I think it's a great choice. I think since he's producing and with his current slab of directing material, it's like he's perfect for it.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody got anything else?
No. It's great.
No, that's it.
Like,
it's amazing.
Cool. All right. So Amazon has a new series come out called Hannah. You all might remember this movie from way back in the day by Joe Wright. Had Eric Bana in it and had Saoirse Ronan, I think is how you say her name. Not super for sure because
Saoirse.
Yeah, that movie was great.
That movie was great. Yes, that movie is great, and I was like, why are they doing this now? But I like the story enough, and seeing that she could have, after that film ends, that she could have went on adventures. I was kind of interested to see if they would pick up where the movie ended, which seemed weird because it's been so long, so you can kind of recast everyone.
Yeah.
So I watched like a trailer a while ago, but I was already interested, so I'm just going to give a little review of like the first episode. I liked it. It definitely follows like the first part of the film, like the training out in the woods, him stealing the baby. It's got Joel Kinnaman in it from The Killing, Altered Carbon, Suicide Squad,
RoboCop.
Yeah, I enjoy that RoboCop remake. I'd much rather watch that over Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's for sure. That part when his whole body parts gets pulled apart, man, that part was great. What a part.
It was a good part.
What a part. That's a great part. And then it's also got the girl from The Killing, totally blanking on her name, but I thought it was kind of cool that they're back together.
That's right, yeah.
Because I liked The Killing. I thought it was a cool show. The final season, did Netflix pick it back up to finish it?
I think so.
Yeah, I was not super pleased with the ending.
First two were good. I don't even know if I finished the third season. Anyway.
But yeah, it's kind of cool to see them back together, to see what, like, when they finally have that meetup, because it's inevitable at this point. It's going to be interesting to see how they play off of each other in that sense. But yeah, the first episode just follows the first part of the movie. They add a scene where she meets a boy out in the forest, and it's more about training and her training. And then at the end, her dad's gonna like get killed, but she ends up getting captured, and I think that's basically how the movie goes. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. There wasn't anything new really, except for adding like a boy character at the beginning, because I think it's pretty quickly like Eric Bana leaves her to get captured, and she goes into that facility and then escapes it. So it looks like they're kind of messing around with that, which I want them to do. And I think getting through the first season, I think it's just going to be a remake of the first movie, but I'm really hoping second season they'll go on the adventures of Hannah and like what else she'll get into. Because I'm like, if you're just going to extend the movie for like 3 seasons, it's like, what's the point? But right. I did enjoy it. I think if you like the movie, it definitely has like a darker feel to it.
The movie created a lot of questions though too, right? Because it ended kind of open-ended.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And that movie was awesome. So as soon as I put 2 and 2 together, because the first couple teasers when it was just Joel Kinnaman, I was like, another Altered Carbon on her hand.
Hey, I like that.
I know. I never finished it. I was talking about it today with somebody. Sorry. Just dropping a reference.
Second half of that season, way better than the first half. Just saying.
Cool. I have to continue it. But I saw it, and then it was like Hannah. I was like, is this something new, or is it based off that thing? And then come to find that it's based off that thing. And what a great story. Eric Bana's character in that, like the mentor father figure character, was really great. So I'm really interested to see Joel Kinnaman kind of take on that role, which would be really fucking dope. He's a good actor, man. He's a good actor.
He just happened to be in a shitty movie.
He's been in some shitty stuff, and he's not always like 100%. Like, he's no Timothy Oliphant. I'll tell you that right now.
Someone riding that
just
train.
He's a good leading man, and he's blows like somebody like Charlie Hunnam out the fucking water. Get that guy off the screen.
Oh Lord, yes.
Damn, Joey, he might have something to retort with. Shaking of the head. But yeah, I'd say if you're a fan of Hannah and you're kind of interested, I think there's probably a couple more hours to get through the 24-hour episode, because the season doesn't drop till March, which is kind of upsetting to have to wait a month to watch the second episode. But it's kind of cool. If you're interested, I'd get on it. But that's all I got to say about it. If anybody else wants to chime in, now's the time.
I saw that trailer, like half of it. I was like, they're making this? I didn't even know this was a thing. I saw the movie 10 years ago. It's like, that was a good movie, but shit. That's all I got.
Here we go again. Round 2.
So are you excited for this?
Round 2, longer this time.
Let's do it, Hannah. Hell yeah. You had me at
first letter, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yes, Maddie. I'm excited.
Hannah and Hale. Yeah. First letters, same, man.
What the fuck? All right, come on. Moving on. They dropped the Captain Marvel spot. I think we've all decided we're seeing this movie and we're excited for it. Anybody got anything else to say?
Nope, I have not yet seen the stop. I'm gonna do a live commentary of the spot currently.
Oh shit! Here we go.
You're gonna start right now.
Go.
Okay, I'm ready.
They're walking towards the Jets. The Jets taking off. Oh,
nice.
You gotta explain the whole fucking
Sweet. She punched a guy. There's some energy flash. Jude Law. That's Jude Law. And these guys.
Is it?
Sam Jackson, young Sam Jackson. Ooh, that shit where she's in space and like tearing shit apart. We're seeing superheroes in action. Not that we haven't, but this is like, holy mother, March 8th.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Super excited about Captain Marvel. Watched a little video on the Scroll recently that kind of like divulged their whole thing. So it seems like Marvel's probably setting up for their next big event with like a new Avengers team, which would, or maybe they change it from the Avengers to, I don't know. I don't know much about that leg of Marvel Comics.
The West Coast Avengers.
So,
damn.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Anyway, she's great.
That face is just putting the period on that
What can I
shit.
say? Okay, Captain Marvel.
All right, you have to do that for the next spot as well.
Every time you end a sentence, you just have that.
All right,
face.
I will.
It looks great. It's just like the other spots, like the Super Bowl spots, is like they're all like so fucking short. It's like fuck, what's going on here? And it didn't really give away a whole lot, but I mean, I can't wait to see it. What else can we say? I mean, I guess I want to see more of, I don't know, Jude Law's character, maybe, but I mean, it's looking great. It's looking great. I mean, a fighter jet character for one. By the way, have we not mentioned this? Like fucking fighter jet as a main character, like fighter pilot. That she didn't even need fucking superpowers. Like just that would be cool. Like a Marvel fighter pilot.
Green Lantern, duh.
Yeah,
comic book.
You know what? Now that you mention it, they are strikingly similar.
Oh, I think you just made so many enemies for this podcast.
Nah.
Enemies. Flat out.
All right, next one. Avengers Endgame.
Too short.
Let's do it. I'm gonna.
Agree.
Want me to okay, it's pretty short. Should I live watch it?
Yeah.
Explain everything as it's happening, please.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's all I want in this life.
I'm gonna do every.
Stefan live watch.
We're gonna react to your reaction.
The goal is every fucking frame, guys. All right.
Here we go.
All right. So I'm on 0, and I'm gonna go right now. Okay. First, Spider-Man. Oh my god, all these things. That's awesome. I like how they worked the 10 into the Marvel Studios. Fucking, that looks like New York. It was New York. I was right. Fucking, everything's gone. Everybody's gone. No heroes. They're fucking pissed. This guy, Steve Rogers, what is he? He can't be captain of no America. We need America.
Damn.
Fox, he's not a fox. He's a raccoon. There's a bunch of armored suits. Ronin, they call him Ronin, right? That's pretty dope. Wait, why does he have Cap's shield? Did he have Cap's shield? Somebody has Cap's shield. Anyway, it was pretty short.
I'm psyched though. If I didn't see that teaser, I'd want to watch.
They didn't have to show anything. They could have just showed like light glinting off of Tony Stark's glasses, and you're like, oh, that was great. What we did see was good. I can't sell it short.
Jerry Lee.
Yes. Hello.
What's up? What's up, dude? What'd you think of the Avengers Endgame Super Bowl trailer?
I thought it was awesome. I was happy to see that they had like new footage to show us, and I like the whole rumor thing that's going around right now with the whole Ultron voice that happens right after Captain America says Endgame, and then you hear that voice in the back that's like Endgame. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of skeptical about it, but
Vader's coming back.
I mean, it's possible. This is supposed to be the 10-year conclusion to the whole Avengers and the whole storyline and stuff. And I don't know. We'll see what happens on that.
Did you find us from the Facebook page, by the way?
Say it again.
You found us via Facebook?
No. Stefan sent me a link.
Oh, gotcha. So you know.
I wanted to try out getting somebody jumping in on the comments or whatever.
Gotcha. Okay. So this isn't totally random. Gotcha.
Yeah. So if the Superhouse Council doth approve, this is Jerry Lee. He's a knowledgeable geek. Indeed.
All right. Question. I want to know everyone's like what. So when we saw the first Avengers teaser, Tony's like giving that thing. He's like talking to Pepper. He's dying. But in this TV spot, we see Tony and Nebula working together, which I assume is on that same spaceship that they're on because they're the only two to survive on. Totally forgot the name of Thanos' planet.
Titan.
So when does Tony do that? Like, he just has a moment and he's like, man, we're going to fucking die on here, but they're working to save each other's lives. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But does anybody have a theory?
I think the theory I have is that they're either trying to like help each other get back to Earth. I know there's another like rumor going around that Captain Marvel might end up saving them. Yeah. Her being out in space, of course, and all that in that whole realm. And the back to the whole Ultron thing. I don't know if you guys ever watched Avengers Assemble. And I know that's still in the world of the MCU when it comes to the stories and all that. But Tony Stark ends up building a robot that can withstand Thanos' powers when he uses the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's a theory right there that he could be working on a newer version of Ultron, I guess. I mean, it's a long shot, but hey, it's something that we have for right now until we can get a little more footage and see what the hell's going on there.
Yeah.
It's not just a new suit. You don't think it's just a new Iron Man suit?
Well, yeah, that's possible too. I mean, he does have Nebula with him, and she's definitely how would you say far more advanced when it comes to the whole robotics and
she fixed herself. Shit,
it's true.
You know, robot herself, I guess. So it's possible. If he does, then he's definitely building. I forget what suit was it. Well, then again, I'm going towards the comics on this one, and of course, when it comes to movies in the cinematic universe, they never really go that route. They go their own route. But if he does, then yeah, he's probably building a suit to withstand Thanos.
Somebody's got to.
Somebody's got to.
So we get the Hulk aroused again.
Yeah.
We need the Hulk to be aroused and erect.
I'm going to quote you on that one.
In order to fight off, right? A little wordplay there.
Yeah, we have you recorded saying, I love fucking cowboys. And now this.
That's funny.
When we reviewed
Out of
Red
context, I see how that could be weird.
I see how it could be taken astray.
Screw you guys.
Joey, you
What's
got any
next?
thoughts?
Okay, yeah.
It's cool seeing like you said, we saw just sort of flashes in the first teaser, and in this Super Bowl spot, we kind of see everybody sort of working together. And it doesn't show a lot, so I mean, I don't know. I think it's fine. It's a short teaser, so I'm waiting to sort of see what sort of where the story is going to take us.
I thought you saw some little something like, man, if we do this and this from this comic and blah, 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 they're going to lay it down for me.
No, they didn't show us enough. I mean, it was cool seeing like the posters, like, where did everybody go? And like, there's just, you kind of see the wide shot of, I guess, New York, and there's like cars still on the street. And, it's kind of become like a apocalyptic area or wasteland. Everybody's lost someone, half the population of the universe is gone. So everybody's lost someone. And so, they're reeling from that as, Earth is. And so trying to see where it comes from that. But yeah, it didn't really show too much as far as like kind of what's going, other than them like, getting their shit together to go into space or whatever.
So I read another rumor before we did this about that maybe some Fantastic Four villains could show up.
Oh man,
Doom?
No, that's not. The timing on that's not right.
Definitely not going to be Doom.
No, not Doom, but like Silver Surfer.
The only thing that they could do with that, unless they've been pulling our leg, is if it's like a end credits teaser, like one shot, because that Fox merger like just happened like when they were when they're shooting reshoots. That's it. Like that took forever to. I don't even think it's still not 100%. Like it's pretty much going to happen, but I think it's like still 99.
Yeah,
like the Fox
I need
merger.
to see Tony and Nebula building in the ship, being very upset that they're not being saved, and seeing a white streak zip by the space.
That would be cool. I mean, they could probably do that. Like, but it's
and
like,
then he comes back and he's like, "Hey, I'm the Silver Surfer."
There's rumors that that there's somebody behind Thanos that is a living tribunal.
What do you mean behind Thanos?
Somebody like pulling Thanos' strings that he didn't even know about or something. Like there's like a bigger game there.
So there's definitely a bigger game, but I don't think that somebody's pulling his strings.
Yeah.
The only person I can think of when it comes to that is Galactus, and he's the only person that's as strong or probably even stronger than Thanos.
Maybe they're building into the Celestials or something more. Aren't they going to do more with the Celestials? What is that property there? The next big like space property.
The Eternals.
The Eternals.
Yes.
That could connect there somehow.
Yeah.
No? I don't know.
I also have one other question since we have a new guest on here. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 cutscene. We all think that's Adam Warlock being built or born, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, are they going to tie that in at all, or is Captain Marvel our savior?
Well, they said he's not going to be in Infinity War. So unless they're again pulling Arcane like they did with Jon Snow, unless you read the book, not that he's awake in the book because the book hasn't come out. But no, like
Oh, it's Wolverine in there. That's what Stephen said. Okay, I'm down.
Sorry. These cameras, having the cameras now is too much fun.
I mean, I think it would be cool for him to show up, but apparently they're saying he's not. So I don't know.
Doesn't Adam Warlock defeat Thanos though in the comics when it comes to the whole Infinity War?
I think if I remember correctly, everybody kind of defeats him, but they take the gauntlet from Nebula because she gets it from Thanos because he's not paying attention because she's like all busted, and then she just walks over and like takes it from him. She gets it for an issue, then Warlock gets it from her.
Yeah,
somehow.
I just asked because I just watched Guardians Volume 2 again, and I totally forgot about that. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, because generally with the cutscene, it sets you up for something that's going to occur, right? So, unless this whole firing of James Gunn, they're just like, fuck it, we don't care. He's not in we don't want to do anything that he set up. But you also have to think that Marvel execs were like, no, you have to do this cutscene because it's going to lead to this.
Right. I mean, that's kind of what the final scenes are. It's kind of like they're always what leads into either like the next film or the next sort of the big overall story.
I mean, I guess it could show up in like Guardians 3 if that happens. Maybe
I think that's the idea.
So I was just wondering because it was like I saw it and I was like, holy fuck! Like, are we getting at it? Because I was just under the impression Captain Marvel's here to save the day, which is cool. I'm down, but I was just wondering what y'all thought because some of y'all read more of the comics than I do. So, but that's all I got. We ready to move on?
Before we leave Super Bowl spots real quick, I wanted to have like a comment about the whole thing in general. Do you feel like, and none of us are big sports fans anyway, but do you think that the Super Bowl, I guess from like the Colin Kaepernick shit and like maybe it's YouTube generation or something, but it seems like 10, 15, 20 years ago, the Super Bowl was fucking epic. And now it's like with the commercials too, you know, especially with the Budweiser and like 10 years after that, like it was like a huge event. And now it feels like it's an event, but it's not, it's kind of more of a blip on the radar.
Internet.
Yeah,
right? I think it's still pretty big. I think there's a lot of factors at play. I think that like the commercials weren't really that good this year. Like the spots were things we've already seen, except for a couple like, you know, small little things like Hannah, the scary shows. We've seen the Patriots there. Everybody's tired of seeing the Patriots unless you're a Patriots fan.
Dude, that's the problem too. Yeah,
you know, so that's another thing. And I feel like those two. I don't think it has anything to do with Kaepernick or any of that stuff.
Well, I know some of the performers for the halftime show that they won didn't do it because he's not playing in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, there's I'm with Cap.
Sure.
Hashtag I'm with Cap. Yeah.
I mean, nobody who listens like Maroon 5 is. I don't know, man. Who listens to fucking Maroon 5?
Well, dude, did you watch this shit? Like, there's like a lot of commercials with Little John and shit in it. It's like it feels like Super Bowl is like 20 years or at least 10, 15 years, like kind of behind pop culturally.
Very much so. Very much so. Did they even do a Doritos commercial this year?
Yeah, there was one. Yeah,
there was one. Okay.
Yeah,
it was Chance the Rapper.
Doritos commercial.
Yeah. By the way, Travis Scott, it gets fucking introed by SpongeBob animation, and then it's an animation or something of a fucking meteor hitting the Earth, and then it's like he's like flies in on a fucking meteor that crashes. It's like, what is going on with this fucking intro, dude? It's fucking nuts.
See, he's got it. He knows what we need to do. Like make it fun.
Just have Travis Scott take over.
It was kind of one of the highlights. I mean,
yeah.
We made you kind of make fun of Maroon 5, but at least that was cool, and Big Boy was cool.
Like Lady Gaga like, jumped off the roof of the place and came down. Like that's something cool to see. Like
that was epic. Yeah, that was epic.
I also feel like the TV spots, like you got a shit ton more, and you maybe gotten a full trailer of something that's cool coming out. Like I don't feel like anything we got was. I mean, the Avengers was cool, and like the stuff that like the scary story stuff was cool, but like. I thought there might be something for like Star Wars, The Mandalorian, or like a title reveal for Star Wars, or like I get what you're saying because it used to be a bigger event.
It's going down, man. I feel like football could like in a few years is on the way out. Like I was talking about this at work today. Like I wonder, like in like 20 years, it's gonna take some time, but I wonder if like eventually soccer will take over football here. Wow. You know what I mean? I feel like it's poised to do that with so much international pressure. You know, I don't know. I feel like it'll happen.
I definitely don't see like a push for it, but it definitely could.
It's happening in Atlanta, man. Atlanta United is a huge team, dude.
Yeah,
huge support for it.
I mean, we've Seattle, it's also pretty huge.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the Galaxy here in LA, but like, you know, I don't really see like any billboards or anybody talking about it. Like,
do you know about LAFC, Los Angeles Football Club?
No.
That's a whole other team we got. We have 2 teams.
Exactly. There's nothing around telling me that we have teams.
Yeah.
You know,
we knew about the Galaxy, but that's it. But yeah, when Benny visited here, he was like, "I want to go to a soccer game." So I thought up until the day before we were going to see the Galaxy, and then he sends me the ticket and the email. It's like Los Angeles Football Club. I was like, "Is this like a minor league team?" No, it's fucking Major League Soccer. LA has 2 soccer teams. Like it's nuts, and nobody even fucking knows about it. I mean, the stadium was like over half full, but still, it was just weird.
Huh. Dope.
All right, I'm done. Let's move forward. Sorry, guys.
Joe, are you ready to do those reviews?
Let's do it.
Which one would you like to do first?
Let's do Resident Evil. Do Resident Evil 2.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
It's stuff I wanted to know.
Okay.
And then if we'll pick up on anything you wanted to discuss and just do that at the end if that's cool.
Sure.
All right. So I got to know, does it live up to the OG?
Yes.
All right. Cool. We're moving on. What don't you like about it?
What don't I like about it?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it sticks a little too close to the original game, the OG. So I feel like that's probably the only thing I could say that I'm bummed about. Does it stop me from liking it a lot and playing it? No. Not at all.
So what did you like?
I mean, the graphics are pretty fucking stellar. The atmosphere is pretty fucking stellar. They really have you like on your toes at all times. Whether you've got like multiple zombies that take, 7 or 8 well-placed shots to take down, because you'll miss a lot of shots. Because they kind of bob and weave, and if you're trying to hit that headshot, it's kind of a pain in the butt.
So does it play a little more like Resident Evil 4 with the bob and weave that they would do in that?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very much a Resident Evil 4 sort of mechanic. You kind of, you're over the shoulder. Then you have Mr. X chasing you around. You can hear his footsteps all over the place, which is great. But it's frightening.
Enemy terrifying.
Terrifying. The lickers are terrifying. They're tough to put down. So, I mean, it basically is just like the original Resident Evil 2, and whoever's listening hasn't played this. So you essentially have Leon and Claire. You essentially have 4 ways to play this game. So if you start with Leon, you'll play as Leon. through the first campaign, and then when you beat it with him, you have an option to play Claire's B side, which is what Claire was doing during that campaign.
Gotcha.
So that's Leon A, Claire B. If you start the game with Claire, you do the vice versa, which is she goes to the police station first, and Leon comes from the backside. So it's Claire A, Leon B. So essentially, there's 4 ways to play the game.
Cool.
I beat it today on normal. Got an S+ rank at 3.5 hours. So you can essentially beat it pretty quickly. But I kind of enjoy that. I kind of enjoy having a game that's pretty like terrifying and sort of a AAA game that you can kind of run through and beat, but it has sort of, different things you can see within each game mode. And then of course they brought back Hunk and the Tofu survivor modes.
Sick. All right, so is it worth the $60?
Yes.
All right. Done.
I think it's definitely worth it. If you're a fan and you want to get it, it's well worth it. I think. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm waiting for that price drop, dude.
That's fine.
Me too.
I think if it maybe what you're saying,
I'm gonna wait
like
till I have
about
more
it,
money.
like maybe if there was like an extra element to it that I'd never seen, it might be worth it. But if it's just like straight up remake, it's just like not worth it to me to drop $60 on something I've already played.
There's slight changes, but the overall game is the same.
I mean, I want to play it. I just don't.
Yeah,
for me,
for sure.
I'm glad you played it because actually having this review makes me want to play it really bad now because I want to relive that. And then, do you think this question for Joey? Anybody else who's played the Resident Evil series? Do you want them to do a Resident Evil 3 remake? Because I love Nemesis.
From what I from my resources online and stuff, I feel like they're already working on a 3 since this one's so successful.
Yeah,
and 3 is iconic because of Nemesis alone. So a lot of people are gonna want after getting 2 and how amazing that was coming out, and taking the whole game mechanics to the Resident Evil 4 and how you play it just added a whole new playing field for it. I think Resident Evil 3 is definitely going to come. It's just a matter of what time or what system, to be honest. I don't think it probably will come out on a Xbox One or PS4. It probably will be in long development for something like a PS5, maybe.
Yeah,
something like that.
Oh my God, the Nemesis was already terrifying on PS1. I didn't want it on PS5.
Yeah, and what's cool about the Resident Evil 2, there was a lot of cool Easter eggs in there too that I noticed. And there's a couple of corridors and doorways and stuff that where you see these like big old like something really big and giant like busted through, and you would think that it's the Tyrant and stuff like that. But when you really look back at the game and when you played the second and the third, you're like, wait a minute. Who really bust through walls like that and was screaming stars? You think Nemesis right there, So it was cool to something like that in the game.
Yeah.
Sick.
To add to that, it would be cool to see Nemesis brought out on PS4, PS5, or whatever. But I would also like to see a continuation from 7, Resident Evil 8. What's sort of the next thing for them.
Do you think they should stick with the first person or move away from it?
I mean, since they come out with 2, I don't know. It depends on the story they're trying to tell. If they're trying to tell a story like they did with Resident Evil 7, stick with the first person. Give me that VR experience. I want it back.
It's the best VR game. I have an Oculus Rift, and nothing has come close to being as good as Resident Evil 7 in VR. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, it depends on the story. I like both. I think they could do well with both. I just would like and they've been doing that. If you want to count 2, but definitely from 7, a detour from 5 and 6.
Yeah,
like cool. It's that whole kind of Ouroboros and whatever the hell has kind of been kind of a blight on the Resident Evil series.
Agreed.
Las Plagas, yeah.
But Resident Evil 4 was so sick, though, man.
It took me a while to play it. I remember when you got it, I was like, nope, not playing it. Nope.
I remember you saying that. You were like, "Nope, this isn't my Resident Evil." It was pretty
Really? You were against that? Oh my god!
I was. I finally played it when we actually got to Superhouse. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, and I had fun playing it. But I was kind of thinking about since 2 came out, maybe I'd give it another shot.
Wait, but isn't 4 like one of the best in the whole fucking franchise?
Oh,
yeah. In its own
revolution.
In its own way. But wait. So you're a traditionalist. You like 1 through 3 the most, or some shit?
Yes.
Why though?
Well, I mean, I like 1 through 3 more.
Why? Because 4. Okay, 4. Okay, like the way it plays, the mechanics. I have nothing wrong with that. I don't. I'm not against that at all. I think it's the whole not having zombies, this whole Las Plagas crap. This guy who sells you stuff and his
so the story bothers you, not the gameplay.
Yes, yeah. What are you buying?
So it's the story more than the gameplay.
Yes. But but when I played it, like I enjoyed it, but I was just like, this is just kind of too over the top.
I feel like I could forgive damn near anything story-wise if the gameplay is good.
Yeah, I mean the gameplay is great. It's fun. It's really good, and that's why like when I actually did play it, I did enjoy playing it.
That was I love the gameplay for Resident Evil 4, but it's what bugged me about Resident Evil 5 because they essentially made an action game at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still having to stop and shoot, and it's like, what the fuck, really?
They're breaking free of the mold, baby.
I was like, I need to run and gun at this because like you're taking on all these zombies, and it's like I understand it makes it difficult, and they're like, it's more scary. I'm like, no, 100+ zombies coming at me is scary no matter what.
That ain't right.
So that was the thing that bugged me the most, and like I guess until 7 they kept doing that, like stop and shoot. I never played 6, just didn't care.
Yeah,
yeah. Me and Maddie did 5 together, baby.
Yeah, we did.
Remember that?
Yeah. But that's another thing too. Where those co-op games at PS4? Come on.
Yeah.
Where they be at?
Where they be at? Sometimes I want to sit next to my buddy. Because sometimes it's too scary. So, like, Silent Hill's anniversary just came up. I'm sure Joey knows about this.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, why haven't we got that Silent Hill remake yet?
Because that's Konami. That's why.
Yeah, I think that's
Konami's
why.
dead. Dude.
So I was reading this article about it, and they're like, so if they're not going to do anything new with the property, why wouldn't they just make a remake? Like, even like Resident Evil 2, which, plays the same story, does the same thing, just updated graphics to give to the people. I mean, I guess you'd have to do Silent Hill 2 because Silent Hill 1's
well, the thing is, like,
Konami
just makes pachinko machines right now. Like they're dead. They're pretty much dead. Like so.
Or mobile
I don't know.
games.
I don't know. They had Castlevania. They had Metal Gear. But they had Winning 11 or some shit. And then they had Silent Hill. They had these like great franchises, and they just fucked up. I don't know what happened with them, man. It seemed like they were successful, but then they died. They died on us.
They screwed over their relationship with their main developers. That's why. I mean, once Hideo left and Kojima went and did his own thing, Metal Gear fell. Konami, they're still kind of video games. Like if you go like and check out their Japan-based video games, they still make them. They're not up to the par of what we're used to seeing them make games, but. As for a Silent Hill remake, I think that's probably never going to happen.
Oh my God, don't say it. I don't even know you.
They have to sell the rights somehow or something. I mean,
they should just sell that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean that Castlevania guy made Bloodstained on Switch and Steam or whatever, and that's like the only way he could get a new Castlevania out.
That's not to mention Nintendo was a big part of that as well, though. Nintendo helped a lot with stuff because that was a property of theirs, part of their property, because that was the first originally released on a Nintendo system. So they were like, wait a minute, who remembers Castlevania on the Nintendo? Of course. So of course they're going to push property and all that stuff and help them in that way.
It's sad, man. I mean, they basically went under as soon as Metal Gear, the last Metal Gear came out. Like they released it and then died. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want that Silent Hill remake, man. That's all I want.
Probably have to get something like it.
It's still good.
PT got remade, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's called Resident Evil 7.
No, PT. Somebody built PT again within the Unreal Engine, I think.
Oh, they did really?
Yeah.
I have that on my PlayStation.
So that's not really like a Silent Hill game. That was just like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool.
That was his own thing. What is that, Stefan?
It's
Do
Leon.
we do show and tell?
Oh, Leon.
This
ahead,
here
man.
is John Connor.
Oh,
He's
never
going
mind.
to save humanity from the threat of the evil artificial intelligence started by Skynet. And he's on a motorcycle. And he was originally played by Edward fucking Furlong. He looks like this.
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Who remembers this guy?
I
Anyway,
definitely remember him, bro.
that's Wolfie Krez's show and tell.
That's Leon on
This is-
Clear Real
This
Redfield.
is
Pike.
8-bit Godzilla.
Sick.
Nice.
Boom, baby. Check it out. Look at his
Is
box.
that a NECA fig? Is that by the
Bang.
company NECA? Oh,
Never
Hot.
opened.
hot,
Pretty fucking sick, huh?
hot,
Keep it in that box.
I can't
Not-
keep him in there. I can't do
Not-
it yet. I can't do it.
hot.
Seems like you could probably take that out relatively easily and be able to put it back in.
And then put your
Joey,
finger in it.
that Resident Evil 2.
Oh, here we go.
PlayStation?
Nice.
On
All
top.
Yeah.
right, Joey. You're
So
up.
topical.
The Kid Who Would Be King. Director's follow-up to Attack the Block. How was it?
The Kid Who Would Be King was fun. It's
Yep.
a fun, like I when I was watching it, I thought it was G rated.
Yeah.
Like
It's PG though, right?
it is PG. Sorry, Kim walked in. One sec. So yeah, it's a fun film. There's not really like any swearing. Like it's definitely for kids.
Yeah.
But like
You saw
know,
the trailer. What you think was gonna be the case?
well, no, like you see like Harry Potter, and there's kind of like it's kind of dark in a way. Like I think it's been a while since I've seen like an actual like
PG
kids
movie.
film,
Oh,
like
straight
a
up,
PG
just
movie.
like a
Yeah,
real kid, yeah.
like a,
I get so,
Um,
yeah.
and it like all the actors are I think do a pretty decent job. And I definitely would say see it. If you want to see it on Netflix, that's great too. But yeah,
Pretty good.
Do you think it's a worthy follow-up to Attack the Block? Because Attack the Block.
That's the real question here.
right.
High bar.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think because
hurt.
I think there's a lot towards the end of the film, like they not to give any spoilers, but you think it's the end of the movie, and then it kind of goes on for another like 20 minutes. And so I was kind of like, it kind of slowed down at that point.
Yeah.
But I think like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Go ahead and give some more questions.
Ending was too slow and then picked up again and
Kim's got her hand raised and she's been wanting to say something.
She needs
Oh, yeah. Can we fly Kim in, please?
thing.
Fly Kim in.
flyer in.
I'm in. So I've seen 2 movies this year about British royalty. The Favorite and
Yeah.
The Kid Who Would Be King.
Uh-huh.
And of the 2, The Kid Who Would Be King was my favorite.
Oh, that's good.
Dang, she
Good
don't like that
review.
Gorgos. She don't like that Gorgos.
Good
All right,
review.
boys, bye.
Bye, Kim. Thanks.
Bye.
Her favorite was not the favorite.
Oh, I've
Damn,
heard
see what
things
you did?
like
I love
that.
it.
Gotta take that U out of there, stupid British.
But no, I think it's definitely a fun little movie. The Arthur's little sidekick, he's a funny little character. He's cool. The 2 sort of bullies kind of come in and they're fine. Morgana is played by Sarah Ferguson. She's in the latest Mission Impossible films.
Oh, nice.
You barely get to see her at all. I think her CG when she turns into the monster or whatever, like, wasn't that great. Could have been a lot better. But it's definitely a fun film. Like the what do you call them? I guess the Knights from Hell, we'll call them. Though they were pretty cool. Like they were well done.
They were real cool.
Yeah. You heard that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see it.
But definitely
gotten
check
around
it
to
out on Netflix. Like it's definitely a fun little movie. If you got kids, definitely take it to them. You don't have to worry about any bad stuff.
Nice.
How's Patrick Stewart in it?
Yeah,
He was good. He was good.
good.
He was barely in it. The kid who plays Merlin is kind of weird looking, but I guess Merlin is supposed to be kind of weird. I think I haven't really read the original stories, but yeah, it's very silly. It's very like kind of just a fun kids film.
Cool. So you kind of have to like get your expectations of a PG-13 film and kind of be like, this is a kids movie. It's PG rated, so
yeah, exactly.
Cool.
There's a couple little like it's not. I don't want to call it. It's not very dark, obviously, because I say it's a kids film. But there's some things that happen. It kind of has meat to it. Yeah.
It's not very heavy.
Not very heavy. Yeah.
Nice. It's a good time for the fam.
Exactly.
Did you guys have any good snacks?
Tell me about your snacks.
I had a bottled water. Kim had a sparkling water.
That's not a snack, Joey. That's
And,
fucking water. Nobody gives a shit about that.
Did you
know
have
what
some
I
really
like?
nice- are you
Did you have
Twizzlers?
any Reese's Pieces, or did you have any fucking Goobers? Did you have any fucking Snow Caps? Did you have any fucking M&Ms? Did you have any fucking Raisinets? What the fuck?
Did you sneak
Go in there and
into
drink
the
some
beer?
fucking water? That's fucking stupid.
You know what I like? I like popcorn and Skittles together.
Skittles,
it's kind of
no.
a salty,
Get out of here.
sweet little tropical surprise. It's pretty good.
Skittles are stupid.
You love
Oh.
Shut up, Andrew.
Put some fucking a bunch of crunch in that shit.
Bunch of
Oh yeah, right. That's what-
Bunch of crunch.
I didn't realize chocolate and popcorn was a thing you mix
That's
together.
like
Not for a
grandma
while.
candy.
That shit's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't
It's
know
very good.
how I was living before, but it was wrong.
It'll change your world, baby.
Nuts and gum. Remember that from The Simpsons?
Nuts and gum. No, I don't know
Nuts
that.
and gum.
Is that Cletus say that or whatever?
No, I don't remember, but it was like a box of they're making fun of I don't know what were you guys just talking about that
Popcorn
Bunch of
and
Crunch?
no, yeah.
They're making fun of like Bunch of Crunch. They said nuts and gum. I'd eat it.
I believe it.
You would, man.
Live Monday night.
Yeah, live from our living rooms.
We
It's-
got a
it's
we got a
Monday night.
fucking- We got a party here, man. We haven't had one
Sure.
girl show up.
That's
You
something.
know, just one girl like all my high school parties.
What's next on the docket, man?
Docket.
I think that's it. I can give a Glass review, or if anyone
Oh,
else
yeah.
saw it. I'm definitely interested to see what other people thought.
I
No one else
am
saw it
not.
except me.
I'm not averse to spoilers here. I do want to see it, but I also kind of am just curious because I don't think I'll see it anytime soon.
Wow, great dude. That's great.
Spoil it? Do you guys really want me to spoil it?
What a fucking non-statement that was.
Nah, man, you gotta look deeper. Dig deeper.
Dig deeper.
Bullshit.
I think
Dig deep on
Julie,
that thing.
you need to. I think if you like Unbreakable and you enjoyed Split, I think you should wait. I should not spoil
Okay,
it for you.
I definitely do want to see it. Like, even though
What
I
does
had
it connect to signs now?
No, I wish.
Or the village?
Mel Gibson just shows up. And you're like, he's a hero too.
Shamalana-verse.
The alien just comes zipping by.
I love the Shamalana-verse.
Oh, I dropped some shit.
Shamalan.
Man, I'm getting
So,
the
I will
full action
say-
out of this frame here.
I will say the score, the Rotten Tomatoes score that Glass has received is very unfair. However,
hate Shyamalan because he's Indian.
yeah, probably.
Keep the brown man down.
It is like a 2-hour plus movie, which I don't think that it needs to be. You
Okay.
definitely could have cut out a lot of filler. And I think it was more, I mean, once you see it, there's a lot of, Shyamalan, it's all dialogue. But, in the trailer, when she's like talking to like Mr. Glass, the Horde or the Beast, and then David Dunn's character, some of those scenes are great because it's just like a back and forth and some good acting. But it's like, dude, cut that shit down. Just cut it down. Like, no one cares. We're here to see superheroes.
It's the Days of the Future Past syndrome where they all think they're fucking Tarantino and everybody wants to listen to this person say some stupid dialogue that they just let pour out like diarrhea on the page.
You like fucking Apocalypse, dude. I don't know, man. I can't trust your X-Men opinions.
I'm the one who
anymore, I
likes
feel like.
Apocalypse.
Going back and watching Apocalypse wasn't as good as the in-theater experience, but I did enjoy it when I saw it the first time.
Talk about
But it's
Apocalypse
not
for a second.
great.
The first time I watched an X-Men movie, and I was like, damn, this is like the X-Men working together to take out Apocalypse. Sick.
Yeah, I wish
There were good parts
they would
about
have
it.
just conceptualized it better. And Bryan Singer, come on, any of these guys, just wait
God, Bryan Singer's
until the
gotta
MCU.
go.
Wait
He
till
keeps getting
Kevin
jobs.
Feige. Wait till Kevin Feige wraps it up like a little swaddling babe and sets it afloat.
Bendis is
So-
writing an X-Men movie. It just hasn't
Under-
been picked up yet.
They
But
did what?
Bendis,
Is he really?
Yeah, Bendis is writing one apparently.
Oh, Bendis. I thought you said Ben, as in the Ben we know, and I was like, holy fuck, are you
No,
even
no,
allowed
no.
to say that?
Brian Michael Bendis.
Oh, gotcha.
Bender.
Anyway, back to Glass. Doesn't deserve its 36%.
What percent would you give it though?
I think I would give it like a 60. I think it's the passing
60.
score.
It gets a fresh tomato then.
How many
think
indies?
Indeeds. Oh, me and Brock talked about this because there's a part in it that I don't. So the whole ride up to this point, I knew it was a 2-hour movie going in. I was like, oh my god, I'm probably gonna hate this because the tomato score is it's rotten, dude. Like I'm not gonna like this. And like it being 2 hours long, it's like, what do you have to say? I at no point went, oh my god, I'm so bored watching this movie. The only time I had to get up was to pee and I had to go real bad. Because I'm an old man now and my bladder does not. It's not.
Yeah,
the way it
I
used
did that
to
in
be.
Avengers 3, man. I think that's. I haven't watched it again. There's some
Terrible.
part I still missed.
So
Terrible.
I did get up at a point during it, but I didn't really want to. But Brock leaned over to me and was like, "Dude, I gotta pee." I was like, "Me too. Let's go together." So we both missed everything. But at no point was I upset about how long things were taking. But it could have been a solid hour 45-minute movie, and everyone would have enjoyed it so much more. I will say, I don't want to give anything away, but the ending of the movie, how certain characters are concluded, one of them is like, really, oh my god, for real. And I'm definitely interested in what you think. I think Stefan will say it's dumb. I think Andrew will say it's dumb, but Joey and I might try to defend it.
Okay.
But Joey might also say it's dumb too, because it took me and Brock talking about it to me come around to, all right, you're right. They could have handled that way differently. Yeah, it'll be. I'm interested to see what you guys think about the end. I think they're right up to it. Like when David Dunn goes up against the Beast, it's awesome. The fight scene's really well done.
Okay.
Which I was kind of worried about the fighting. It's nothing like, it's not superhero fighting. It's like if someone who's maybe boxed before takes on someone who's like an otherworldly kind of creature. So it's very like just like kneeing and hitting and not really having any style to it, but it's like more, I don't know. It's like it's a little more intense that way, I think, because you're worried who's going to win. And there is like another fight scene towards the end of the film that I think is good as well. But it's a shame that it got such a low score, because I think Shyamalan was coming back with The Visit, because I think that's a solid horror flick within his universe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I enjoyed Split. It definitely, once the turn happened at the end, when you knew this was a fucking sequel to Unbreakable, made it a lot more enjoyable. But it's just sad. I was really hoping this movie would like kind of wrap up this trilogy in a cool way. And from what I've heard, the way the movie ends, he doesn't plan on ever revisiting this universe, which is kind of sad and doesn't make a lot of sense of why he would end it the way he did. So that's probably why people didn't like it, because of the ending. But I would say at the lowest, I would give it like a 50%, because I can see, because there's enough stuff I liked that by the end of it, I wasn't upset with. Like I understand why people would hate it, but it doesn't super upset me that much, because I love the whole ride of the movie. So
Is there a post-credit sequence?
there's not. I looked it up.
Okay.
Because for what I've read is he's done with the like Unbreakable universe. Like this is it. But it's man, I really wish we would have seen this. This would have been a really good one.
Dang.
For all of us to discuss.
That feels like a misstep.
But yeah,
Here.
I'll wait as it comes out on Netflix, or I definitely think it's worth the rental. Like when it comes out to rent, I would definitely
I'll definitely do that.
for that, go to that Redbox for $1 or whatever. Get that DVD. You don't need to Blu-ray it, man. No worries. Spend that $1.75, not the $2.50. Come on, save that cash.
I got Netflix disc.
Yeah. Well, who knows if it's gonna come out on Netflix though?
Disc.
It'll be disc.
Oh yeah, gotcha. I just stream.
You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Netflix, I'm gonna say one more thing. Watch the Velvet Buzzsaw, the new Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
It's trash.
Really? Is it bad? It's really.
It looked like trash.
I heard.
I kind of wanted to see it.
Somebody had mentioned it's like a good kind of bad. Do you not?
I don't. It's too fucking long for me.
It's like John Waters.
It's just so. It's basically just so. This guy did Nightcrawler. Great movie, well acted. Mm-hmm. You also have a very similar cast with super talented people in them, just giving nothing to work with because the script's so fucking terrible. It's about the art world, how shitty it is, and like y'all work in Hollywood, you know how shitty it can be. We all know. Mm-hmm. So if the art world's exactly the same, it's just it could have been an hour. I don't know, man. It was just. So from a trailer, you think this movie is about haunted? This guy's paintings that are haunted, right?
That's what I'm told.
That's what you're told. Well, that's wrong because any artwork can be haunted. Oh, which is dumb. So any art in your house can be haunted by this guy who didn't even paint it because I don't know why. Because you sold his artwork, so that means any artwork can kill you because
there's spirits everywhere, bro.
But it sets it up with this weird like. You'll look at his paintings and they like burn themselves. I don't know, man. It's an easy concept. Someone steals a dude's paintings that died. No one knows what happened to him. Paintings are haunted. Done. If you have one of these paintings in your house or you sold it for profit, that painting will kill you, or another one of his paintings will kill you. Not just random fucking artwork in different locations.
Yeah,
it's just like it's just a horribly contrived I don't know. It's like everyone in the movie's pretty shitty, which is like par for course with Nightcrawler. Like I don't like Jake Gyllenhaal's character. It's well acted and he does a great job playing a shitty human being. But it's just like you have this like Jake Gyllenhaal, you give him nothing to fucking work with. It's like performance in Oakjai I enjoyed more than this, and I was looking forward to his performance in Velvet Buzzsaw. The whole time, Velvet Buzzsaw is just an old punk band that Rene Russo's character used to be in, and not till the end of the movie does it come full circle. Wow. You don't even mention it at all, except that she used to be this like punk rock singer and lead this cool movement for girls punk rock, kind of like Bikini Kill or something. But now she's like this terrible art. She just owns this great gallery, and now she's all like just super shitty. And there's like no real character development till at the end when people realize what they're doing. They're like, oh, we were really bad people. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I hate it. It was, dude, I was not impressed with it. Like coming out of Nightcrawler being like, man, I didn't see his film with, oh my God, Denzel Washington in it. That like Roman Ezekiel. No,
yeah, it's Roman Esquire or some shit. Yeah.
I didn't see that one, but I also heard it wasn't super great. So I don't know, I was let down. I did watch Equalizer 2 though, not as good as the first one. Don't watch it.
Oh yeah,
skip.
It's too fucking long, dude. For just like, because I mean, it starts off good. Oh, they're tracking down some of these old people and killing them because we got to make way for like the new like this other group of people. Cool, but it's just like everyone that like. Denzel Washington goes to like help them I don't know, it's just too long, man. It's like the first one's like an hour 30, hour 40 minutes. This one's like 2 hours and something. I'm like, God damn it. I don't care that much about this character. I just want to see him kick some ass. It's an old man. That's all I care about. And then I'll say I watched The Nun. Not terrible, not great. But if you like the Conjuring universe, worth a watch.
Maddie's picks. Before we go, I want to do my impersonation of Jason Momoa as Aquaman.
Here we go.
Let me get my face together.
My man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
My man. All right. Been working on that one for a while.
You gotta do some Khal Drogo shit.
Fuck Khal Drogo. He was stubborn.
He told like it was, man.
Jason Momoa. Anywho.
All right, is that it, everybody?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Now we got a little bit of an echo, but all right. Maddie, you want to close it out?
Somebody's mic on or something? Somebody's speaker playing right now?
Jerry, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming on, Jerry.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this very much.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
Nice.
Superhouse Live. Bring the heat.
Watch the Facebook. Our Twitter is also connected to our Facebook for these links, and we'll be sending them out more.
Yeah. All right. The Superhouse Live. We out.